stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone. This is Monday, November 1st. If you have any questions or comments or business, come up to this microphone, give us your name and address. Tell us what's on your mind. Call the roll, please.
Cedar?
Here.
Kinsfater?
Here.
Kleeman?
Here.
Hoofa?
Here.
Laporte?
Here.
Paul?
Here.
Volz?
Here.
All present, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Below number 4 is consent agenda. City Council minutes of October 18th, 2021, regular meeting recommendation approved, and the Recreation Commission minutes of September 20th, 2021, recommendation receive.
Motion to approve A and B as presented.
Support.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Revised Reports Administration, Mr. Rothy.
Yes, I have a few items this evening, Your Honor. First, just a reminder that leaf pickup is underway. Encourage residents to do not place their leaves in catch basins or push them into the road. Please leave them in the right-of-way, and we will come by and pick them up. I know our clerk's going to talk about it, but I just think it's so important to make everybody aware of the election, and I encourage everybody to vote. It's one of the best things we get to do is directly participate in the affairs of our town, so just wanted to say that as well. Earlier today, M29 was restriped, both the north and south parts of the bridge. I think it looks good. Obviously, there's going to be some bugs as people get used to the new traffic pattern. I've already emailed Linda asking when the signs that say right turn ahead are going to be installed, because I did not notice those when I drove it yet. So I am following up on that. The contractor is in town for sewer lining. So sewer lining is underway. Today, I believe, was their first day doing the actual lining, or maybe they were just cleaning ahead of time. But either way, they'll be in town this week and in the near future. For those residents who live on North Riverside, we still have to put out to bid the reconstruction part of that project, but the lining work was included in that one contract, so they'll be getting notices shortly about the activities that are going to be happening, in their backyards, and that's just for the portions of the sewer that are remaining exactly where they are, not being relocated. So, lastly, City Hall will be closed Veterans Day. Again, it's always important to take moments to thank everybody for their service in their respective branches of, armed forces. So again, Veterans Day. Next week from this Thursday, City Hall will be closed. And that concludes my report this evening.
Any questions from Mr. Rothy?
Yeah, I have one with the restriping down on South Riverside. The manhole cover, did we do something with that? It looks like somebody put some asphalt around it. Was that city or was that
Yeah, we raised it up.
Okay.
But we have to do a better patch.
Okay.
But it's up now.
Well, we're working on it and trying to rectify the problem. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
It should be done this week.
Doesn't the Clark County take care of that on the state highway?
They wouldn't do it because they said it was because it was a sanitary sewer.
So all the rest of them.
Should they be talking to
St. Clair or?
They'd be talking to each other.
Mr. Westbrook, just for everybody, if you have any questions, come on up here so everybody can kind of get you on TV. All right. Anything else from Mr. Rothy? All right. Mr. Downey, you got anything?
Nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Any questions from Mr. Downey? Any city departments?
Yes, sir. Just another reminder, the special election tomorrow for the 3 proposals that will amend the city charter. We are all prepared and ready to go. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Results will be posted on the website of St. Clair County and the city. And to verify your polling location, please check michigan.gov/vote or call your local clerk.
Thank you. All right. D, any authorities or boards or commissions or committees? All right. We have no unfinished business. Number 7, new business. Approve engineering proposal for 10th Street reconstruction. Mr. Rothy.
Yes, Your Honor. This evening, the first item of new business is a engineering service proposal for 10th Street reconstruction. Just a reminder, our road projects in 2022 consist of the resurfacing of Kearney Drive, the Fred Moore Highway reconstruction. Those are our major street projects. Local street projects that are budgeted for include various resurfacings in the Meldrum Circle area, as well as this reconstruction project, which The reconstruction is the exact same thing we did with Goff, where we completely remove everything. This is going to be one block of 10th Street from Clinton Avenue to Cedar. One important thing to note besides the road reconstruction, there is an old 4-inch water main in 10th Street that we believed to have been abandoned, and we had several breaks on it in the past few months and years, but we determined that one block, this block in particular, was still connected to the old 4-inch main. So we, as part of the reconstruction project, we will be relocating all of the water services to the existing 12-inch main that happens to be in the road as well. So it's those are the two big items in this project. Again, it was included in the budgets, and approving this engineering service proposal gives AEW the go-ahead to begin design work on the project.
How many homes does that hook up to that water main?
I believe it's 10, about 10.
Is it really?
Bob, do you know?
6?
I'm looking at the cost estimate now, and it looks like there's 4 water services long, 4 water services short, so 8 would be the number. Right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Warren, how come we're only doing one block? The whole street's pretty well bad from Clinton to Redmore Highway.
It's simply a matter of being able to stretch the dollars and be able to do some other resurfacing projects. Again, we specifically wanted to take care of this block because of the water main issues that we had on it. That's kind of why, instead of spending everything all just on 10th Street, we're able to do all the resurfacings on the north end of town. If we do do this one block here, trying to spread the areas of the city where we do those projects.
Warren, on this work estimate, most of it I pretty much understand what it is, but there's an item that's listed as mobilization, max 3%. Can you explain what that is or what that accounts for? It's on here twice.
Yeah, I believe it's a construction term, and that's
Moving all of the
Yeah, it moves all the-
equipment from
Okay.
one site to another.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a standard item in all our engineered projects. It's always in there.
And you said this was in this year's budget to do this?
Yes, fiscal year 2022. Yep.
And they're going to start this
They'll start design immediately so we can bid this out in the spring with our
spring, yeah.
other road projects.
So we need a motion to approve?
I think so.
So moved.
Or, motion made, support, question? Call the roll, please.
Hall?
Yes.
Volz?
Yes.
Kinswatter?
Yes.
Kleeman?
Yes.
Kufa?
Yes.
Laporte?
Yes.
Cedar?
Yes.
Carried, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes,
Be approved purchase of Bobcat utility vehicle. Mr. Rothy.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll introduce this before I bring Director Beeth up to answer additional questions. Just to recap, in budget for fiscal year 2022, that we have 4 items of equipment budgeted for, one being a new police car, which has been ordered, one being a water plant truck, which has been ordered. We have 2 items that we intended to purchase this fiscal year. One is a sewer camera, and the other one is this Bobcat utility vehicle. We sought pricing through the My Deal program. I'll give a quick summary of how the My Deal program works, specifically in this instance as well. And then again, I'll get Director Beeth up here to answer questions about the need and use of the machine. But the My Deal program negotiates contracts with various vendors, whether it's a dealership itself or the direct manufacturer. In this case, the direct manufacturer of Bobcat won the contract. So when you see Clark Equipment Company on there, on the quotes, that is Bobcat themselves. There's about 12 Bobcat dealers in the state of Michigan. The closest one to St. Clair is Carlton Equipment out of Chesterfield. And again, so what this means is if the equipment is ordered, we're ordering it directly through Bobcat, directly through the manufacturer. I personally spoke with the representative for Carlton Equipment, who informed me that as far as pricing goes, the best deal any people can get, whether you're a municipality or not, is through this My Deal program. So again, that's kind of an update on how the program works, where it comes from. We've used it in the past on various items, and Director Beath is here to answer questions you may have about the requested purchase.
I have a question for Bob. Hopefully just one. Is this piece of equipment replacing something?
Yes.
Okay, what, another Bobcat that we have, or?
No, we had the old Ford tractor for the
Okay.
cemetery. We got rid of that, and then we moved the John Deere to the cemetery, and now this will take the place of the John Deere.
And then I see that we're going to use this to clean the bike path?
Yeah, this will be doing all the stuff the John Deere used to do, all the sidewalks. It's got a feature the John Deere didn't have, is it's got a loader, for one. It's got a bed that you can load dirt and dump. And it has a snow blower that has a tall chute on it where we'll be able to load trucks, right, because the new bike path on Clinton, there's going to be an issue with that, because the plow trucks are going to push it onto the bike path, and then when we clean the bike path, we'll be pushing it back out to the road, because there's no in between. There's nowhere to go, because it's so close to the people's front porches and such.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be able to blow it right into the truck and haul it away.
And then we're going to use it in the cemetery and parks also?
Yep. About every 2 years, I rent equipment to fix the nature trails over here, and this will take care of that also.
And we can use it at the golf course?
Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, I got a couple questions, Bob.
Yeah.
On the left-hand side, I presume this list here is standard features? Top left?
Yeah.
Well, the reason I'm asking is it states in here, front LED work lights, and you drop down to the deluxe road package for $2,400, and it mentions headlights again. And you drop down farther on the page, and it's got a road light kit again for $1,400. How many lights are we putting on this thing?
Well, it's got to have the flashers.
Oh, I'm talking about.
It's got to
I
have.
understand that, but I'm talking regular work lights, it's headlights. Up here it says work lights, and then in the deluxe road package, it says headlights. And down below, we're paying for road lights again. I mean, how many lights are gonna be on this thing? You got,
There's two headlights, like on a normal truck or something.
comes on.
Then there's an LED bar up high, and then your flasher, and then your work lights that light up out the back, and then your regular tail lights and flashers like a pickup would have.
I'm just asking, because, it states here $2,400, you get lights. Down below, for another $1,400, we're buying more lights. How many extra lights are we gonna need in this thing?
Well, if my guys are working it out in the street, I want it lit up as much as possible. Agreed. For safety,
I'm
yeah.
just curious on all these headlights on this thing.
Okay.
And I see we're changing the tires on it. Any particular reason for that?
Because we're going to be using it in the parks a lot, I want more of a turf tire on it instead of the real aggressive, like you probably know on a Bobcat. They have those kind of tires. That's what it comes standard with, but I want more of a turf tire for working in the parks.
So the cost of the tires is $668. Is that plus the old ones, or you gonna get the old ones? Or
No, that's what extra it is for the turf tires.
All right, then is Carlton and Chesterfield, they're gonna want to be responsible for any warranty work on it?
Yes.
And one other question, dealer assembly charges, what's that consist of?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Dealer assembly charges.
I think that's going to be putting, we're getting a salt spreader for it, so that'll have to be wired up. There's some electrical work to do. And the extra lights, there's wiring to do for that. Mostly, I think all of that is electrical.
It's the deliver price?
I'm sorry, delivery? I guess like a destination charge, like they throw on everything.
It don't state that. Is it delivered? Is this?
Oh, yes, yes. Yep.
And you're gonna take the snow blower and blow the snow in the back of the truck on the road.
Yes.
Now, you're gonna have to shut the other lane down, or is this thing?
We should, it won't be any different than when we're plowing. You know, we'll be right tight to the curb, and so traffic could still pass.
No, when you blow this in the truck,
Yes.
any chance of stones or anything going out the truck into the other lane of traffic?
Well, I guess there's always a chance of that. You know,
I was just curious how that's gonna work right down the road, trying to take a snow blower and blow
I really think it's going to work great.
I understand it, it probably work real good.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, and like I say, pick up a stone or rock or something and it goes astray.
Yeah, I guess there's always a chance of something like that happening.
Oh, I got.
Anybody else?
I've got one question.
Yep.
I don't know a lot about this equipment, so I actually went online to Bobcat's webpage, and it followed pretty consistent with this, so I was able to build this out and got a lot of the answers that you were looking for, and a lot of it's just upgrades from something to something better,
Yeah.
which makes sense. What I don't have or wasn't able to find, I don't know if you can help, what was the next closest piece of equipment from a budgetary standpoint? Like, was it 10%, was it $50,000 piece of equipment, or was
I
it-
couldn't find anything even close to this. Not only price-wise, but to do what this is going to do. They have some municipal machines that just do snow. They have nothing on the back end, where this one has a bed, and you can put a salt spreader in the bed. And there's really, they don't have the loader bucket feature on the front. And for anybody that's ever seen these contractors using Bobcats, skid loaders, you can put anything, Bill knows, you can put just about anything on a Bobcat skid loader, from a brush hog to a trencher to anything imaginable, and that all will fit on this machine. So there's nothing to touch it as far as versatile.
Okay. What was delivery on it? You know what the delivery?
The delivery date,
Yes. Lead time?
May.
May. So it won't even be this calendar year.
Yeah.
All right.
Any other questions for Bob?
What color is it?
White.
I'll make a motion to waive the sealed bid requirement and purchase the Bobcat.
Support.
All right, motion made, supported. Any other questions? All right, call the roll, please.
Volz,
Yes.
Kinsfater,
Yes.
Lehman,
Yes.
Hoopa,
Yes.
Laporte,
Yes.
Hall,
Yes.
Cedar.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you. Yep. C is the water sewer rate study proposal, Mr. Rothy.
Yes, Your Honor. We have been working on the water treatment plant improvements. We were unsuccessful getting a loan from the Drinking Water Revolving Fund this past year. Our intention is to apply next year for that as well, as also I'm actively seeking funding through the USDA loan and grant program. One of the items, though, speaking with the loan people and also speaking with people with experience in municipal finance, is even if you get a loan and it's like through one of these state or federal programs, they still will require, the rates to be sufficient enough to, cover the debt service on the bond, as well as make any sort of meet other debt service, coverage requirements, things like that. So in anticipation of doing this work, and again, apologize for a second. In anticipation of this, we went out for proposals from various financial advising firms in Michigan who came highly recommended from other city managers. When I posed the question, we wanted to do a rate study, which is basically an evaluation of our water and sewer rates. I believe it's been over 10 years since we last did an outside rate evaluation. And we were really interested in this, again, one, so we can, knowing the costs that we're going to be incurring with this debt, these other projects, we want to really look at our rate design, figure out, is this the most equitable way we're charging our customers? Are we maintaining, sufficient balances of cash on hand to meet emergencies, things like that? And I think the biggest reason to move forward with the proposal as well is to really let our staff sit down with experts who do this all the time and being able to understand, what data are we looking at? How do we forecast this? And I really think that, I kind of view this as a one-time thing to help train our staff to the point where they can do this evaluation, on an annual basis as part of the budget process. And again, being able to work with, the consultants on rate design, financial policies, looking at our ordinance, how fees are structured there. I think there's a lot of learning that can be done. And again, we need to make sure and be able to demonstrate to whoever's going to loan us the money, wherever it comes from, that, our rates are sufficient and we have, operating policies and financial policies in place to be able to make those debt payments and manage the system. So we received 3 proposals. Recommendation is to go with the municipal analytics proposal, which was included in your packets. They are the lowest cost proposal, and they also came highly recommended by many local city managers, such as those in Marysville and Port Huron. So with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. I'm looking for a motion to authorize administration to enter into this proposal with municipal analytics.
Is there a reason why we didn't get the proposal from the other 2?
I just felt like because the other 2 were more cost expensive, I figured just giving the summary and then giving the proposal to read. If going forward, I could certainly include all proposals as well. I will also say that the one from Utility Financial Solutions had about 30 pages of graphs kind of showing their works.
Did they give us a bid?
Yeah, it was $19,000. That's the one I sent an email on last week clarifying that there was a number that should have been in there.
Okay.
So that was, I did make council aware of that number last Friday.
The cost of this one, is this getting split between the water fund and the sewer fund?
That is the intention, yes.
And you're looking at the $16,500 1 year with subscription currently?
Yes, that does include a 1-year subscription to the rate studying software. Again, the goal is to build the framework, learn the tool. If we decide not to continue with the software, there's no obligation to continue that annual subscription fee.
I'd make the motion to approve.
Support.
Any questions? All right, call the roll, please.
Kinsfater?
Yes.
Lehman?
Yes.
Kufa?
No.
Laporte?
Yes.
Hall?
Yes.
Volz?
Yes.
Cedar?
Yes.
Carried, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Number 8 is claims and accounts for October 21st and October 27th of 2021.
Hearing no questions, Your Honor, I make a motion to approve as presented.
Support.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Go to number 9, public comment. Anybody have any non-agenda items tonight? Talk about anything on their mind? Okay, we'll go to number 10 then. Mayor and council, anybody have anything? Election tomorrow, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock?
Question, going back to Mr. Westrick here, what's the reason why the state didn't pay for that manhole on M29?
They told us that drainage structures, which are part of the road, are MDOT's responsibility, so that would be a storm sewer manhole. Because this is not that, this is a sanitary sewer manhole. It was the city's, it's the city's system. It's not an integral part of the road in the way that drainage is.
Okay, that makes sense. And then also, do we have a, I know I probably should have asked these questions earlier, but they're kind of coming to me now. Do we have a schedule for road sealing and crack filling?
I can provide a list of the roads we crack sealed in 2021 for your review.
That'd be great, thank you.
I think last time we left it open that we were looking for, just south of town, hadn't been done yet. We cut a proposal short for joint sealing to do it ourselves, or we were going to include it in the bid.
Yeah, that was Golf Street, and I believe that got sealed.
Did.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Bob.
Yes, we did.
That's all I got, thank you.
Anybody else?
If we got this, did we get an update on the heat exchanger at the water plant and the repair?
We obtained quotes for the repair. We decided not to move forward with replacements. We awarded the quotes to the lowest cost responsive bidder. It was just over $7,000. And I don't remember which firm won. We awarded that to off the top of my head, but we decided to move forward with a repair versus replacement. At this point, we weren't able to obtain the other information we wanted in a timely manner, and given the sensitivity of getting it fixed, we wanted to just proceed with repairs.
All right, thank you.
Anything else?
Hearing nothing else, Your Honor, I make a motion to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Have a good night, everybody. Careful, be safe. Happy birthday to Mitch. Tomorrow. Happy birthday to Mitch Koopa, look at that.